Hello guys, one time no see. I hope you can hear me clearly. This is very much not a professional setup. It's just me on my phone at like 2 a.m. at night. I just haven't really posted for very long. There's a lot of things have happened. I just couldn't really get myself to do it. I'm a very inconsistent person. For me, if I want to pursue something, I really need my head and my heart into it. And these past few months after my last video, it's been really crazy. I feel a bit more stable, you could say, in my mentally and physically. I was like, I'm just gonna pop out my phone and do the video before this space or this feeling that I have passes over. Welcome or welcome back. If you've never been here, then you're probably very confused. If you've been here also, you're probably very confused. My channel is not like other channels. It's very personal, it's very private, which is also why it's very inconsistent. Today's video, I believe, could be either episode 3 or episode 4 in Introvert Diary. I wanted to share about these past few years. I've been going through a lot of change and a lot of things that are very new to me and very much outside of my comfort zone. Do some things that you're not willing to get somewhere in life. You have to try, and I think I've talked about this before as well on my channel. The first step, which I thought would be the most important step, is really not it. Also, that every single step you take, you have to put more work into it, more energy into it. It's a lot harder to take every single step. Like where I have been through so much and gone out of my comfort zone so much that the things that I've done would have scared the shit out of past me. But also at the same time, the current me is getting a little bit tired. You know, it's not fair for me to say that, oh, I'm just getting tired getting a degree or just moving to a different country or trying to find a job. I mean, everyone's struggling, everyone's tired. In this economy, these things suck. Just because everyone else is does not mean that I or that you don't get to express that. Okay, oh, just because I'm saying that I'm tired does not mean that I'm not gonna keep trying. Of course I'll keep trying, but that does not mean that I won't admit that I'm also tired. The process of it all doesn't get me tired, but the fact that I have to wait so much for that. Every single job application you send out there, you either get a rejection mail the very next day, or you have to wait a month or 2 months before you hear anything back. Most of the time you don't hear anything back at all. What do you mean? Is what I want to get at. It's not the process that makes you tired. The process I can go through a million times. It's the waiting to get to the first step, the waiting to get to the other step, to then get the job. I'm using job as like an example, but like in anything that you do in your life, when you do get that thing, you're like, oh, finally the waiting game has ended. Finally I can take a breath. The next day something happens again and the waiting game starts again. This one thing I was waiting on for so long has ended. For example, I was looking for a job. I worked for a few months. I played that waiting game for all those months, and finally I got the job, and I can finally end that game. But no, the next day something else happened again, and then I have to play the waiting game again for that thing to end. That got me so tired and drained, and just not wanting to play this waiting game anymore. Not because I can't play the game, it's just the fact that I realized I have to play this waiting game all my life. I am gonna get this job, I'm gonna get this apartment, or I'm gonna get this car, or some other goal in life that I have to achieve. Once that goal is achieved, there will be another goal that I have to achieve. There'll be something else that I have to wait for. Especially as an immigrant, the waiting game gets even more harder when you're an immigrant. And only my fellow immigrants, if you're watching, would know what I'm talking about. the waiting game for us is so much more harder. There's so much more to play that you really, even if you want to give up, you cannot give up. And just it takes so much out of you. And when you say you're tired, other people seem like, oh, is that all you got? Is that all you can do? I'm like, no, bro, you don't get it. I've been giving everything of me to this game, yet I'm getting nothing out of it. All I'm doing is just playing and playing and playing. And realizing the fact that pretty much your whole life you're gonna have to be at this game, to keep playing that game until you die. It's just so daunting and just so like, also at the same time, like, at least I get the chance to play that game. At least a lot of people don't even get that chance. At least I get to play that chance, so I have to also be grateful about it. It's just something that has really been put into perspective for me currently, and it's just something that I really wanted to talk about, because like, I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it's just the waiting game. It's the hardest game of your life that you have to play your whole life, and you have to be prepared for it. Even if you're not gonna be prepared for it, it's still gonna happen. You're still gonna have to play this game every single day of your life. If you lose, you still have to play that game. You know why? Because this game has no winners.